Inside the Libby Center on the second floor, you'll hear students speaking Spanish during a math lesson.
Todos, díganlo juntos, 4/5 es mayor que 2/5.
Beginning by the name, SPLI is being identified as Spokane Public Language Immersion School, growing from, it was used to be a program within this building and now being acknowledged as a school.
Oscar and Jennifer are co-teachers for third grade at SPLI.
Hoy el jueves, ¿qué piensas que va a estar? So right now we are 50-50, that means half day they're with me, they learn with me in Spanish, and then they go to my partner teacher the other half of the day.
Watch how I do this. Yard. Y-R-D. She's in charge of teaching the Spanish language arts as well as social studies and a little bit of math to support my math. And I'm in charge of the big ELA, all the writing, all the grammar, vocabulary reading, as well as the big chunk of math.
Teaching at a language immersion school is personal for both Oscar and Jennifer.
So my parents are both immigrants from Mexico. They immigrated to the United States with the American dream. My dad was 19, my mom was 17, and they met in California. And I know this kind of program would have benefited them. Educationally, they would have had it, because sometimes they have them in high schools. But also for me to be a part of this type of program would have been amazing as well, just because I see how, as educators, we get to talk to the parents in their native language and also guide their students to, and them about the educational system. My parents didn't have that while I was growing up. Sextos, octavos, décimos.
The fact that this was one of the only schools in the whole district that was teaching kids in Spanish and in English, both languages, was something that I was used to, as I'm from Spain. So seeing that one school was starting to do that in some schools, it was really inspiring. Right, we're in the next word, chord.
Their mission as teachers goes hand in hand with the mission of SPLI.
I truly believe that through options, we can generate spaces for family to consider their own dreams and terms of education for their kids. And I would like them to consider the opportunity for them to see their children being able to function in multicultural settings.
Pisar hacia arriba en 3, 2, 1.
We're living in an era with we need to be able to communicate with multiple people. One of our options and one of our opportunities is to give that gift of developing the linguistic ability, the power of communication with other language, to offer to students and to their parents, the community.
Spokane Public Language Immersion teaches students kindergarten through 6th grade.
And it's been such an amazing process because we have educators that want to be here, that know the language, that help the students grow in that aspect as well. We're seeing that more parents within the school district want their kids in it. And what's amazing, it's a lottery program. That means anyone could sign up for it. Anyone has a chance of getting into this program, and it's free as well. Sí, y si lo decimos en ese orden, ¿cómo se dice? 2/4.
With enrollment open to anyone, SPLI wants to especially reach families who have immigrated to the United States.
When students are coming into a school and their language is not acknowledged, people do not know how to speak their language, they're pretty much invisible. They don't know how to talk, how to be heard, and how to communicate. In our school, I believe we'll just flip that type of mindset of seeing and perceiving and judging immigrant as the one bringing deficit. No, I want my school to be an option and to be acknowledged as a place that we are welcoming new immigrant with the language skill as new ambassador that are going to bring with them rich, this wealth of knowledge that they can be shared with the student.
As SPLI continues to expand and become its own identity, there's so much opportunity for those who want to join the journey.
There is a quote that I always use in my signature, and it is part of my business card. And it is a quote from somebody who lived in this planet long time ago. He said, educating the mind without educating the heart is not education at all. So, educar la mente sin educar el corazón no es educar en absoluto. And that's the beauty of education, right? That you have to start by building the trust, So people open their heart to you so you can reach their cognitive potential. And that's the only way that kids can learn fully. When they open their hearts and they trust on you, their potential cognitive abilities, right? And that is how we develop genius. And that's my goal, to develop genius with our bilingual approach.
Un medio, todos digan un medio. Un medio.